Imagine stepping into a living storybook where fairy tale castles crown misty hilltops and medieval town whisper secrets through cobblestone streets. Just a few hours north of Bucharest lies Transylvania, a land of breathtaking landscape, rich history, and timeless legends. From the regal beauty of Peles Castle to the hunting allure of Bran Castle and the medieval charm of Brasov, this unforgettable journey from the capital reveals a vivid tapestry of contrast set against the dramatic backdrop of the Carpathian Mountains. Get ready to step into stories that have inspired travelers for centuries and discover sights that will stay with you long after the journey ends. Our journey started early with a 7:30 am pick-up from University Square in the heart of Bucharest city center. We booked our trip through Get Your Guide, one of the most reliable websites for booking tours, and if you are interested, you can find my top recommended tours from Bucharest listed in the video description. The drive north from Bucharest to the mountain town of Sinaia takes about 2 hours and a half. Here, surrounded by green hills and fresh mountain air at about 800 meters above the sea level, stands Peles Castle, a fairy tale masterpiece built between 1873 and 1914 by the order of King Carol I of Romania. Serving as a summer residence of the Romanian royal family, the castle is a dazzling blend of Neo-Renaissance and Gothic Revival architecture. Step inside and you would find opulence at every turn, each room telling a story, from the lavish armory filled with medieval weapons to the ornate Florentine hall with its rich carvings and stained glass. King Carol I imagined Peles not just as a royal retreat, but as a symbol of Romania's embrace of modernity. Equipped with one of the first central heating systems in Europe and early electric lighting, it stood as a marvel of innovation. Beyond the main castle, you'll find here also a charming cafeteria, perfect for a break with mountain views, and several beautifully preserved buildings that once housed staff and dignitaries of the royal court. Today, many of these historical structures have been turned into boutique hotels and restaurants, allowing visitors to immerse themselves in the regal atmosphere. Unfortunately, when we visit, the castle was closed. This year it is closed on both Mondays and Tuesday for reconstruction works, so be sure to plan accordingly. Normally, tickets cost around 10 euros and guided tours are available in multiple languages. Even if the castle itself is closed, Sinaia and its surroundings are well worth a visit. The beautifully landscaped gardens surrounding Peles Castle are open to the public and provide peaceful walking paths with stunning views of the Carpathian Mountains. Leaving Sinaia, the road winds deeper into Transylvania. About an hour later, Bran Castle comes into view, perched dramatically atop a rocky hill. With its sharp spires and weathered walls, it's no surprise this fortress is widely known as Dracula's Castle. The nickname comes from Bram Stoker's 1897 novel Dracula, which describes a dark, imposing fortress in Transylvania as the home of the vampire Count Dracula. Although Stoker never visited Romania, he likely based his story on a mix of local legends, imagination, and historical fragments. In fact, Stoker did look to history for some inspiration. While Dracula is said to be entirely fictional, the author modeled his infamous predator in part after Vlad III the Impaler, a notoriously cruel 15th century ruler of Wallachia, a historical region in southern Romania. Although Vlad had little direct connection to Bran Castle and most likely never lived there, some legends suggest he may have been held there briefly as a prisoner by the Hungarian army, but there is no solid historical evidence to confirm this. That brief imprisonment, along with the castle's dark setting and striking medieval design, helped strengthen Bran's connection to the Dracula's legend. Built in the 14th century by the Saxons of Kronstadt, now Brasov, Bran Castle originally served as a defensive stronghold against Ottoman invasions and a custom post along an important trade route. Visiting Bran Castle is an immersive experience, narrow corridors, creaky wooden floors, and panoramic views of the surrounding forest hills. To fully explore the castle, plan to spend around 2 hours. Bran Castle is very popular and often overcrowded, especially on weekends. To avoid the busiest times, it's best to visit early in the morning or late in the afternoon. Booking tickets online in advance is highly recommended to skip long queues. Admission is around €15. After your tour, take some time to explore the lively open-air market just outside the castle, where vendors sell Dracula-themed souvenirs and handcrafts goods, a fun way to soak up the local culture. Personally, I think Bran Castle is worth visiting for its history and atmosphere, but I have to admit I was a bit disappointed. The large crowds made it hard to fully enjoy the experience, and the narrow corridors and small rooms felt overwhelming with so many people around. Although the castle's dramatic setting and legendary ties are impressive, I found the visit a bit too touristy. If I had to choose among the two castles visited so far, I would definitely go for the Peles Castle. It felt more elegant and less crowded, and I enjoyed the overall experience much more. Our final stop is Brasov, a fairy tale medieval town located just 30 minutes by car from Bran Castle. Founded in the 13th century by German settlers invited by Hungarian kings to help defend and develop the region, Brasov grew into a major commercial hub connecting Western Europe with the Ottoman Empire. The German heritage is clearly reflected in the city's architecture and layout, from its fortified walls and defensive towers to the Gothic and Baroque styles seen throughout the old town. The lively Council Square is the heart of Brasov's social life. Here you can relax at a cafe, sample local cuisine, watch street performers, or simply soak up the vibrant spirit of this medieval yet modern city. During our tour, we had about 2 hours to explore Brasov. Although the old town isn't very large, 2 hours simply wasn't enough to see everything properly. We definitely would have liked more time to fully soak in its atmosphere and visit all the main sites at a relaxed pace. As you wander the cobblestone streets, several landmarks stand out. The Black Church is perhaps the most famous. It's the largest Gothic-style church in Romania. Its name comes from a great fire in 1689 that blackened its walls, giving it its distinctive appearance. Not far from the Black Church is Catherine's Gate, the only original medieval city gate still standing. Built in the early 16th century, it once served as the main entrance for traders and visitors. For history enthusiasts, the White Tower and Black Tower are must-see landmarks that once played a key role in defending the city. I was pleasantly surprised to find that entry was free during my visit. Both towers offer what is arguably the best panoramic view of Brasov and the surrounding Carpathian Mountains, a truly breathtaking sight. They are also conveniently located just a short 10-minute uphill walk from the city center, making them an easy and rewarding addition to any itinerary. A quirky highlight is Strada Sfori, one of Europe's narrowest streets, just wide enough for a single person to pass. It's free to visit and a fun spot for photos and unique slice of Brasov's old town character. Another must-do is a stroll along Strada Republici, the city's most lively street. Lined with several bars, shops and beautiful palaces, some adorned in elegant Art Nouveau style, it perfectly captures the vibrant and diverse spirit of Brasov. Above the city, Tampa Mountain overlooks Brasov with its own Hollywood-style sign, spelling out the city's name in large white letters. You can reach the top with a 45 minutes hike or take a cable car for around €5. From here, panoramic views of the city and the stunning Carpathian landscape await. We returned to Bucharest around 8 o'clock, tired but truly happy after an unforgettable day exploring the magic of Transylvania. If this adventure inspired you, feel free to check out the booking link in the video description. You can book the exact same tour I have experienced. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss what's coming next. Safe travels and see you in the next video.
I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright.